I'm John Dankowski.
Just the dirty grounds to the right side. Percent off brand new car.
Take a break, sanitize everything, and we will return.
Here's downtown Hartford out to the West Hartford line. Eastbound 84.
Wait here while let's go. Decisions. That is a creative act.
Bienvenido. Welcome to El Wolfie Lady Scene Extravaganza on WHAT. What? 109.9. The edge of your dial. It's Nightfall Radio.
Broadcasting live en vivo, live from our mobile site from Hartford, in our mobile studio, direct from the Parkville section of Hartford, el corazón de Hartford, Oak Park. Welcome to El Wolfie y Lady Sin Extravaganza on 109.9 WHAT. What? Radio, the official broadcaster of Nightfall 2013.
Lady Sin, why are we even here in Pope Park?
Good question, Wolfie. We have invited two special guests to talk to us about Pope Park.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, please welcome Colonel Albert Pope
Y Señora Abby Pope.
Welcome to El Wolfie
And Lady Sin Extravaganza.
I would ask you what you had for breakfast, but we want to get right to it. So please speak right in the microphones if you can.
It's right here. Estaremos muy contenta to have you here, Mr. and Mrs. Pope.
I'm sorry, but before we keep going, I have to ask, what's with the bird over here? The bird?
Oh, we Popes always travel with a cardinal. Not many people have a whole park named after them. Cuéntanos, tell us a bit about yourselves.
Well, we lived in Hartford in the latter part of the 19th century.
Back when it was the wealthiest city in America. You know, it's so good to see Hartford still. Well, here.
Now I must ask, Colonel Pope, what are you famous for, please?
Well, actually, I made Hartford into a vibrant manufacturing hub for the transportation industry. Well, I even turned the bicycle into a must-have item for every household.
And Mrs. Pope, what are you famous for?
Why, being Mrs. Pope, dear, of course.
I must ask, did you have a comfortable train ride into here, Mrs. Pope?
Train? Oh, heavens, no, dear. Mr. Pope drove me down in his electric automobile.
Whoa, I'm sorry. You said an electric car. You came here in an electric car? That is so progressive. Do you have a Leaf or do you have a Volt or?
Pardon me? A Roadster? A Prius? What are you talking about, dear?
I have no... I'm very confused. Lady, I don't know what you're talking about. We came down in a Pope Hartford that was manufactured right here in the city in 1904.
Espérate. Wait, hold up. There were electric carros back in 1904?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
And they were built aquí, here in Hartford.
Yes, in my factory, yes.
Slow your roll, Popes. You mean we could have been riding electric cars like this entire time? What happened?
That's a long story, but some little twerp up in Michigan, I'm trying to remember his name, kind of funny. Henry Ford, yes. He drove the Pope electric automobile right off the road.
If this town had played its cards right, you know. Well, as a matter of fact, Hartford could have been Detroit.
Ooh.
So, Colonel Pope, you helped start the green movement. You were creating bicycles and electric carros. When? Cuando?
Well, we started building that. When did we start building those automobiles there? Oh, no. I'll turn it a century ago. No, wait a minute. It is 2000, is it not? Yes, 2 turns of the century now.
As far as my understanding goes from the research that we did, you gave the money to create this beautiful park, right?
This park was 90 acres, the most beautiful land on God's green earth. As a matter of fact, the Park River, or some people used to call it the Hog River, well, it ran right. Well, it ran. Okay, where is it?
They buried it.
Jumping Jehoshaphat, why?
Well, I mean, it was dirty from pollution, so we just buried the whole thing. What do you want?
Oh, well, I see. Out of sight, out of mind, eh?
But we got the beautiful I-84 instead.
That's such a shame. Albert, dear.
Yes, dear.
Do you remember the boat launches down on Bankside Grove?
Oh, they were beautiful.
Well, families would glide along the river, and then they'd hop out at Nethermead and picnic.
Wow, that sounds like it was so beautiful.
Oh, it was, dear. It was beautiful.
Yes, well, I wanted a place where my employees from both the bicycle and automobile manufacturing could have a place to come and recreate.
You know, Mr. Pope hired Frank Olmsted's firm. Only the best for Hartford. You know, he's the one who designed Central Park. We wanted the most glorious park in the city.
And this was called Hollow...
Well, this area right here was called Hollow Mead, with the pond and a few trees, so that, you know, the workers who lived up on the hill would have beautiful vistas. Let's see now. Up there was High Mall. Well, it had the most delicate pergola, and it was positively dripping with wisteria, and it surrounded a sunken garden.
Wow.
Yes, but what's there now?
Oh, there now? What's there now? Oh, a parking lot.
It's still beautiful, just different. The community needs have changed when your employees used to work here.
It's true.
Different? In what way?
Well, there are sports fields for the niños, and a pool and a basketball court, a community center, lawns for sunbathing, and this beautiful pond.
And let's not forget, there is a Subway restaurant, like, right over there. In fact, if you guys, after this, want to go get, like, if you want, like, a $5 footlong, just Pedro Segarra, just say Pedro Segarra sent you, we can just put it on the tab for Hartford, so we
Well, that sounds interesting. But what is this you call a $5 footlong?
It would take a while to explain.
Yes, well, I must say I do miss the Hog River.
I'm sorry, you said you missed the Hog River. Well, I don't see why we can't just, why don't we just bring it back?
Oh, really?
Oh, my dear, that would take years.
And quite a lot of money.
We could try Maya. Magic.
Magic? Oh, pshaw.
Please don't be silly, Senorita Lady Sin.
No. Hold on a second. Let's take just a moment and assume that Lady Sin is right, and we can use magic. Maybe tonight.
Magic?
At nightfall, we could all create magic together, all of us.
But we need everybody to help.
Yes, we definitely need everybody to help. So,
Work is it, Albert?
everyone wish. Close your eyes. Wish really hard. And say, we want the river. We want the river.
Let's give it a shot.
We want the river.
Queremos